Alex here with another review. This time we're taking a look at the ThinkSCAN 689 Bi-Directional Scanner. It supports the ability to check all the systems on your vehicle for error codes as well as clearing those codes, but also gives you access to dealer-level service functions. It also supports activation tests. Since it's a bidirectional scan tool, it can send commands to your vehicle, and it also has support for live data and a lot more. And on this video, I'm going to walk you through these features, including the vehicle coverage list. That way you can check if your vehicle is going to be supported by the scanner. And I placed a link in the description down below to this scan tool if you need to get one for yourself. And the scanner comes in on this nice carry case. Inside we find the scanner as well as several accessories. Let's take a closer look at them. First off is the DLC cable that connects the scanner to the car, and we also get a USB-C cable and power adapter with two replaceable faceplates to use in different parts of the world. And the 689 features an 8-inch touchscreen as well as drop protection on both sides, some nice rubberization. Now this part right here is exposed metal, so you do want to be careful that you don't drop the scanner somewhere where it can get damaged right here. Moving towards the back of the unit, there is no integrated camera. However, there is an integrated kickstand, and this is metal, so it does feel pretty heavy duty. Moving to the top, we get USB-C, full-size USB, the connection for the DLC connector, and a large power button. And we'll start by connecting to the vehicle's OBD2 port. The interface is quite friendly. Every option has a description right here of what it does, which is especially helpful if you have never used a bidirectional scan tool in the past. And additionally, there is a drop-down menu right here that gives you access to its main features. And the main feature is going to be the auto search function, which is going to diagnose the vehicle. And this is what most people know as AutoVin. And now we have the following options, which includes running a full health report on the vehicle. Let's do that one. And a total of 13 systems were found, including 7 errors. 2 of them located in the engine ECM, 1 of them in the ABS system, 1 of them in the SRS system, and 3 of them in the TPMS system. Now the rest of the systems with the green checkmark, those tested out as okay. Now on the upper part, you can see the vehicle's battery voltage, and the scanner is charging, which is an advantage of scanners that are not wireless. Now if you tap on a system, it'll give you a description of what that system is, then you can hit OK, and then you can go inside of here and read the codes again, or access any of the other functions. And if you wanted more information about the error code, in this example C1241, you can tap on it, and then the system is gonna search for that and try to give you an explanation of what that is. Now this is what appears to be an AI-driven system, where it's giving you a description of what the issue is, also commonly known symptoms, and also some of the tests that could potentially help to diagnose the issue. Now if you wanted to go directly to the internet, you could also tap on here on Google search, and that would also Google that code to see if you can find more information for it. There's also an option to clear all the error codes that were found, or to create a report out of the findings. And the report can include the vehicle information as well as your shop information, and give you a summary of the different systems that were scanned and also of the issues that were found. Now if you did not want it to delete all the codes, using this option you can delete individual codes by tapping on that system and using the clear DTC option. That in this case will delete it from the ABS system. Also, let's take a look at actuation tests. And here's a small example of some of the things that can be accessed or controlled by the scanner, since it's bidirectional. The newer your vehicle is, the more control you're going to be able to have over the different systems and components on the vehicle. Very similarly, system functions also gives you advanced capabilities. How much you're going to be able to have on here is going to depend on your vehicle. Going back to the screen, sometimes you may not want to do a full scan of the system. Sometimes you want to just scan one particular system. For example, in this case, engine, ECM, you can tap OK on here, and then you can read the codes. In this case, we know that there's only 2 codes within that system, which is the P1604. But also, let's take a look at live data. And we're going to select all and hit OK. And here's the live data coming from the vehicle. And I'll scroll through here and find a couple of cool parameters so we can take a look at graphing. And here's engine speed, and this is the live RPM reading. Now double tapping on this icon will also take you to a graphical screen, so you can see that data graphed and also the value right here. Now there are also 3 plus signs, and what these are if you wanted to add additional parameters, you can select one of those plus signs and then add additional parameters so you can graph them all together in one graph, again up to a total of 4 of them. Another way of graphing the data is with this option right here, which is the graph option. Now this can put up to 12 parameters on the screen at once, giving you the graphical representation and also value, in this case for many different PIDs that I selected. And you can also choose to record the data, create a report, or combine or save a sample of it. And the next option is called Diagnose. This allows you to manually select the vehicle make that you're working with. Now here you can also see the vehicle makes that are covered by this scanner. And I'm gonna scroll through this list, that way you can see if your vehicle make is covered by the scan tool. As a reminder, you can always slow down the video or speed up the video using the YouTube video player settings, and I have also placed chapters on this video if you want to skip to a different part of this review. And if you don't see your vehicle make on this list, there's still one more way you can connect to your vehicle for diagnosis, and I'll show you how to do that next. Next up, we got OBD2 Diagnostics. Now this can be used in the case that your vehicle make is not on the supported list. We can still connect to it with OBD2 Diagnostics. And here's the options for OBD2. You can check if the car is ready for smog inspection, read light data, read freeze time data, also read fault codes, which are the DTCs, clear the error codes, and a couple of other different options. Let's take a look at reading live data. I'm gonna go ahead and select all and hit OK. And again, we have that data streaming from the vehicle. And that's the cool part about OBD2 Diagnostics. I can connect to a vehicle like the one that we are connected on that is not on the vehicle supported list, and I can still access it because it supports OBD2, which vehicles from 1996 and up are gonna have OBD2 support. And the scanner keeps the history of the vehicles that have been diagnosed with under the History tab, and reports are gonna be found on the report. Moving over to maintenance, here's where you'll find the service functions. We get gateway module data calibration, air fuel ratio reset, ABS bleeding, adaptive front lighting system reset, SCR AD blue reset, air suspension matching, airbag reset SRS, battery matching BMS, brake pad reset, and there is more, clutch matching, electronic water pump starting, DPF regeneration, ECU reset, EGR adaptation, electronic throttle adaptation, FRM matching, gear learning, gearbox learning. And there are more: anti-theft key matching, IMO, injector coding, language settings, odometer check, NOx sensor reset, odometer meter reset, oil reset, rainfall light sensor settings, seat calibration, and there's still more: steering angle reset, start stop auto start, sunroof initialization, TPMS reset, transport mode, turbocharging matching, tire size adjustment, window calibration. Additionally, you can see all the functions by tapping on this icon, and then you can see all of them in a single screen. Moving over to upgrade, we find the updates for the vehicle diagnostic software, maintenance software, and also app updates. Now there is no subscription requirement. The updates are included for free with this scanner. And to download the updates, you simply tap on the download icon if you want to do them individually, or I like to tap upgrade to do all of them at the same time. And finally, under more, we find the scanner settings as well as the OBD fault code library. Comes in handy if you have a code but you don't have access to the vehicle. You can punch that code in here, select the vehicle make, and see what the code is for. And we also find a module for different upgrades available for the scanner, such as a TPMS1, videoscope, oscilloscope, printer, Bluetooth battery tester, and key programmer. And there's also a gadget section, and this is to give you access to the internet directly via Chrome browser. Let's find a video so we can test the audio and video capabilities of this unit. You can also enable 2 floating icons. This one allows you to take screenshots. This one allows you to do screen recordings, and you can also get to them via the drop down, which also has controls for brightness and volume settings. And I really think this is going to be a good choice for those that don't need a wireless bidirectional scanner. Now, if you want wireless capability, they do have the same scanner with a wireless dongle that's called the 689BT. Offers pretty much all the same features as the 689, but with wireless capability. The cost will be slightly higher, but you do get that extra ability to walk around the car without a cord being attached to the vehicle. I'll put a link to that review in the description down below if you want to check that out. However, I think this for the bang for the buck, because it is going to cost less than the 689BT, it is definitely a good deal. So I'll put a link to this scan tool in the description down below if you'd like to get one for yourself. And if you guys have any other questions regarding this, please put that in the comments also. If you found any part of this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button to support the channel and stay tuned as I have a lot more scanner reviews coming up. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.